1. Which philosophy of education emphasizes the study of classic texts and universal truths? A. Progressivism. B. Pragmatism. C. Perennialism. D. Existentialism. Answer: C. Perennialism. Perennialism focuses on teaching ideas that are everlasting, through the study of classic texts and universal principles. 2. Which philosophy believes that education should prepare students for a changing society? A. Idealism. B. Progressivism. C. Realism. D. Essentialism. Answer: B. Progressivism. Progressivism emphasizes adapting education to meet the needs of a changing society, focusing on problem-solving and critical thinking. 3. According to realism, what should be the primary focus of education? A. Moral values. B. Scientific facts and observation. C. Personal choice. D. Creative expression. Answer: B. Scientific facts and observation. Realism asserts that education should be grounded in the study of the natural world, emphasizing scientific inquiry in facts. 4. Which philosophy is most likely to encourage students to explore and decide their own path in life? A. Perennialism. B. Existentialism. C. Essentialism. D. Realism. Answer: B. Existentialism. Existentialism emphasizes individual choice and personal responsibility, encouraging students to find their own path. 5. What does idealism in education emphasize? A. Hands-on activities. B. The mind and moral development. C. Real-world problem solving. D. Physical education. Answer: B. The mind and moral development. Idealism focuses on intellectual and moral development, encouraging the study of philosophy and the humanities. 6. Pragmatism in education is best described as focusing on A. Theoretical knowledge. B. Eternal truths. C. Practical experience and problem solving. D. Religious teachings. Answer: C. Practical experience and problem solving. Pragmatism emphasizes learning through experience and solving real-world problems, making education practical and relevant. 7. Which philosophy is likely to include the use of technology and collaboration in the classroom? A. Realism. B. Essentialism. C. Progressivism. D. Idealism. Answer: C. Progressivism. Progressivism encourages the use of modern tools and collaboration to prepare students for the future. 8. Which educational philosophy believes that ideas are the only true reality? A. Realism. B. Pragmatism. C. Idealism. D. Progressivism. Answer: C. Idealism. Idealism holds that ideas and the mind are the most important aspects of reality and should be the focus of education. 9. In which philosophy is the teacher seen as a guide rather than a strict authority? A. Essentialism. B. Pragmatism. C. Perennialism. D. Progressivism. Answer: D. Progressivism. Progressivism views the teacher as a facilitator who guides students through the learning process rather than dictating information. 10. Which philosophy would most likely support a curriculum focused on history, literature, and philosophy? A. Pragmatism. B. Realism. C. Perennialism. D. Progressivism. Answer: C. Perennialism. Perennialism supports a curriculum that includes classic subjects like history, literature, and philosophy, which are believed to convey eternal truths. 11. Existentialism in education would most likely emphasize A. Standardized testing. B. Student autonomy and self-discovery. C. Strict discipline. D. Memorization of facts. Answer: B. Student autonomy and self-discovery. Existentialism emphasizes the importance of personal choice and helping students discover their own meaning in life. 12. Which educational philosophy is least concerned with standardized curriculum and more with individual student needs? A. Progressivism. B. Essentialism. C. Perennialism. D. Realism. Answer: A. Progressivism. Progressivism prioritizes the needs and interests of students, often at the expense of a standardized curriculum. 13. Which philosophy would most likely advocate for a curriculum based on enduring ideas and knowledge that has stood the test of time? A. Pragmatism. B. Essentialism. C. Perennialism. D. Existentialism. Answer: C. Perennialism. Perennialism focuses on timeless knowledge and enduring ideas, advocating for a curriculum that reflects these concepts. 14. The focus on moral and intellectual development is a key feature of which philosophy? A. Realism. B. Essentialism. C. Idealism. D. Pragmatism. Answer: C. Idealism. Idealism prioritizes moral and intellectual growth, believing these are the most important aspects of education. 15. Which philosophy emphasizes the importance of the physical world and learning through sensory experience? A. Realism. B. Idealism. C. Perennialism. D. Existentialism. Answer: A. Realism. Realism emphasizes the study of the physical world and believes that knowledge is acquired through sensory experiences. 16. Which philosophy of education is most likely to support hands-on learning experiences? A. Essentialism. B. Pragmatism. C. Perennialism. D. Idealism. Answer: B. Pragmatism. Pragmatism values learning by doing and encourages hands-on experiences as a key component of education. 17. A curriculum focused on developing critical thinking and problem-solving skills aligns most closely with which philosophy? A. Perennialism. B. Realism. C. Progressivism. D. Essentialism. Answer: C. Progressivism. Progressivism focuses on developing critical thinking and problem-solving skills, preparing students for a changing world. 18. The belief that education should transmit cultural heritage and values is most aligned with which philosophy? A. Progressivism. B. Essentialism. C. Perennialism. D. Realism. Answer: B. Essentialism. Essentialism emphasizes the transmission of cultural heritage and values, focusing on core knowledge that is essential for all students. 19. Which philosophy believes that education should not only transmit knowledge but also help students understand their place in the universe? A. Idealism. B. Realism. C. Perennialism. D. Existentialism. Answer: A. Idealism. Idealism goes beyond transmitting knowledge to helping students understand their place in the universe through the study of ideas. 20. Which philosophy would most likely promote the study of mathematics and science as essential subjects? A. Realism. B. Perennialism. C. Progressivism. D. Essentialism. Answer: A. Realism. Realism emphasizes the importance of understanding the physical world, making subjects like mathematics and science essential. 21. What does existentialism emphasize in education? A. Strict adherence to traditional methods. B. Individual freedom and choice. C. Collective learning experiences. D. Universal truths. Answer: B. Individual freedom and choice. Existentialism prioritizes individual freedom and choice, encouraging students to take responsibility for their own learning. 22. Which philosophy is associated with the belief that students should learn to solve practical problems? A. Idealism. B. Perennialism. C. Pragmatism. D. Essentialism. Answer: C. Pragmatism. Pragmatism focuses on practical problem solving, with education seen as a tool to help students navigate real-world challenges. 23. In which philosophy is the curriculum likely to be centered around great works of literature and philosophy? A. Progressivism. B. Perennialism. C. Realism. D. Pragmatism. Answer: B. Perennialism. Perennialism emphasizes the study of great works that have stood the test of time, including literature and philosophy. 24. Which philosophy advocates for an education that adapts to the needs of society and prepares students for the future? A. Essentialism. B. Realism. C. Progressivism. D. Perennialism. Answer: C. Progressivism. Progressivism advocates for education that adapts to societal needs and equips students with skills for the future. 25. Which philosophy is most likely to include self-reflection and personal meaning-making in its approach? A. Idealism. B. Pragmatism. C. Existentialism. D. Realism. Answer: C. Existentialism. Existentialism values self-reflection and personal meaning-making, helping students to discover their own beliefs and values. 26. The belief that students should learn the core knowledge and skills needed for their future roles in society aligns with which philosophy? A. Essentialism. B. Pragmatism. C. Progressivism. D. Existentialism. Answer: A. Essentialism. Essentialism emphasizes the importance of teaching students the essential knowledge and skills they need to be successful in society. 27. Which philosophy emphasizes that learning should be an active process involving interaction with the environment? A. Perennialism. B. Pragmatism. C. Idealism. D. Realism. Answer: B. Pragmatism. Pragmatism advocates for learning through interaction with the environment, making education an active, hands-on process. 28. Which philosophy believes that education should focus on developing reasoning and critical thinking? A. Progressivism. B. Essentialism. C. Perennialism. D. Realism. Answer: C. Perennialism. Perennialism emphasizes the development of reasoning and critical thinking, often through the study of classic texts and ideas. 29. Which philosophy would most likely encourage a student-centered approach to teaching? A. Realism. B. Essentialism. C. Pragmatism. D. Progressivism. Answer: D. Progressivism. Explanation: Progressivism emphasizes a student-centered approach, where education is tailored to the needs and interests of the students. 30. In which philosophy is the role of the teacher primarily to impart knowledge and discipline? A. Essentialism. B. Existentialism. C. Pragmatism. D. Idealism. Answer: A. Essentialism. Essentialism views the teacher as the authority figure responsible for imparting essential knowledge and maintaining discipline. 31. Which philosophy values the importance of enduring ideas over changing trends? A. Pragmatism. B. Perennialism. C. Progressivism. D. Realism. Answer: B. Perennialism. Perennialism emphasizes the importance of enduring ideas and principles, often valuing classic texts over modern trends. 32. Which philosophy would most likely argue that education should help students develop a moral character? A. Realism. B. Pragmatism. C. Idealism. D. Progressivism. Answer: C. Idealism. Idealism prioritizes moral and intellectual development, seeing education as a means to cultivate a strong moral character. 33. A curriculum that focuses on life skills and preparing students for everyday challenges would most likely be influenced by which philosophy? A. Pragmatism. B. Perennialism. C. Idealism. D. Realism. Answer: A. Pragmatism. Pragmatism emphasizes practical learning and life skills, preparing students for real-world challenges. 34. Which philosophy promotes the idea that knowledge is constructed through experiences and interactions? A. Essentialism. B. Pragmatism. C. Perennialism. D. Realism. Answer: B. Pragmatism. Pragmatism believes that knowledge is constructed through experiences and interactions with the environment, making learning an active process. 35. Which philosophy sees education as a means to develop the intellectual potential of students through rigorous study? A. Essentialism. B. Perennialism. C. Realism. D. Progressivism. Answer: B. Perennialism. Perennialism views education as a means to develop intellectual potential through rigorous study of timeless knowledge. 36. Which philosophy would most likely support the idea that education should be a personal journey of self-discovery? A. Existentialism. B. Pragmatism. C. Realism. D. Perennialism. Answer: A. Existentialism. Existentialism emphasizes education as a personal journey where students discover their own meaning and purpose. 37. Which philosophy advocates for education that emphasizes practical skills and real-world problem-solving? A. Idealism. B. Realism. C. Pragmatism. D. Perennialism. Answer: C. Pragmatism. Pragmatism focuses on equipping students with practical skills and the ability to solve real-world problems through experiential learning. 38. Which philosophy is most concerned with the transmission of established cultural values and knowledge? A. Progressivism. B. Perennialism. C. Essentialism. D. Realism. Answer: C. Essentialism. Essentialism is concerned with transmitting established cultural values and core knowledge to students. 39. Which philosophy is likely to encourage the exploration of big questions about life and existence? A. Realism. B. Existentialism. C. Essentialism. D. Pragmatism. Answer: B. Existentialism. Existentialism encourages students to explore fundamental questions about life, existence, and their personal beliefs. 40. In which philosophy is the teacher viewed as a guide who helps students discover knowledge for themselves? A. Essentialism. B. Progressivism. C. Realism. D. Perennialism. Answer: B. Progressivism. Progressivism views the teacher as a facilitator who helps students actively discover knowledge through exploration and inquiry. 41. Which philosophy believes that education should reflect the realities of the world and focus on empirical knowledge? A. Idealism. B. Pragmatism. C. Realism. D. Essentialism. Answer: C. Realism. Realism focuses on teaching empirical knowledge based on the realities of the physical world. 42. Which philosophy emphasizes education as a means to achieve personal freedom and individuality? A. Essentialism. B. Existentialism. C. Perennialism. D. Realism. Answer: B. Existentialism. Existentialism emphasizes education as a path to personal freedom and individuality, where students make their own choices. 43. Which philosophy is most likely to use the Socratic method as a teaching approach? A. Perennialism. B. Realism. C. Pragmatism. D. Idealism. Answer: D. Idealism. Idealism often uses the Socratic method to encourage deep thinking and moral reasoning, focusing on the exploration of ideas. 44. Which philosophy would support a curriculum that includes the study of ethics and moral philosophy? A. Pragmatism. B. Realism. C. Idealism. D. Progressivism. Answer: C. Idealism. Idealism supports a curriculum that includes ethics and moral philosophy as central components of intellectual and moral development. 45. Which philosophy asserts that education should be tailored to the individual needs of each student? A. Essentialism. B. Realism. C. Existentialism. D. Perennialism. Answer: C. Existentialism. Existentialism emphasizes tailoring education to the individual needs and choices of each student, focusing on personal growth. 46. Which philosophy sees education as a way to help students develop the skills needed to function effectively in society? A. Progressivism. B. Idealism. C. Perennialism. D. Existentialism. Answer: A. Progressivism. Progressivism focuses on developing skills that prepare students to function effectively in a rapidly changing society. 47. Which philosophy believes that the teacher's role is to provide a structured environment where essential knowledge is taught? A. Progressivism. B. Essentialism. C. Realism. D. Pragmatism. Answer: B. Essentialism. Essentialism views the teacher as responsible for creating a structured environment and delivering essential knowledge to students. 48. Which philosophy would most likely argue that education should focus on teaching practical life skills? A. Perennialism. B. Pragmatism. C. Idealism. D. Realism. Answer: B. Pragmatism. Pragmatism emphasizes the importance of teaching practical life skills that students can apply in real-world situations. 49. Which philosophy encourages students to explore their own values and beliefs through education? A. Realism. B. Essentialism. C. Pragmatism. D. Existentialism. Answer: D. Existentialism. Existentialism encourages students to explore and define their own values and beliefs, fostering personal growth and self-discovery. 50. Which philosophy emphasizes the importance of a fixed curriculum based on enduring knowledge and truths? A. Perennialism. B. Progressivism. C. Essentialism. D. Existentialism. Answer: A. Perennialism. Perennialism supports a fixed curriculum that emphasizes enduring knowledge and timeless truths, believing these are the foundation of education.